Namaste. Welcome to day 27 of the one-month-long Festival of Oneness on Adi Shankara, organized by the Advaita Academy. Today we are very honored to have Pandit Kumaresh Ji play a violin concert for us. I'd like to introduce the performer. Kumaresh Ji is going to perform on the theme Adi Shankara's Advaita, a musical perspective. Vidwan Sri Kumaresh, the fiddling monk, is the recipient of the Central Sangeeta Natak Academy Award and is an icon in Carnatic music. Child prodigy, violin virtuoso, divine composer, lyricist, and an explorer of life, he has been captivating people through his music for the last 4 decades with his extraordinary mastery over the instrument and the art. He has been continuously discovering new ways of taking this ancient form to a global audience. While he doesn't compromise the sanctity, he's constantly exploring new shades in the broad spectrum, ensuring that each time his music is a remembered experience. Kumaresh Ji is the Asthana Vidwan of the Kanchi Kamakoti Peetham and Sringeri Sharada Mutt. I was just speaking to Kumaresh Ji a little while ago, and he said that music, Nadopasana, is a real live experience of Advaita, and I'm sure all of us are going to enjoy this performance today. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Namaskaram. It's a privilege, honor, blessing, and a great pleasure to be part of this wonderful celebration of one and only Adi Shankaraji. What we are going to do today is a combination of music and a detailed talk, interaction about how music is a reflection of Advaita. I am thankful to all my gurus, my father, my brother, Kanchi Acharya, all those great spiritual gurus who have guided me and who are still guiding me to wherever I am today and whatever I am today. I thank my violin, my music, for making me what I am today. Music, by far, is the highest form of human expression. Why would I say that? You see, what is the highest expression of a plant? Flower. What is the highest expression of a tree? Fruit. Likewise, for mankind, music is the highest expression of itself. Swami Vivekananda very famously quotes, music is the highest art, and to those who understand, it is the highest form of worship. He says worship, not prayer, worship, celebration. In India, practice of music we call as Nado Upasana, and the journey and the commune is called Nada Yoga towards Nada Brahma. The idea of practicing music is to understand the sound within and to realize that the sound within and without are one and the same. Mahapiriva, Kanchi Acharya, 68th Acharya of Kanchi, we call him as Avatar of Adi Shankara, who is Avatar of Shiva himself. So we all know what Adi Shankara did about Advaita, what is Advaita and all that. Mahapiriva very beautifully quotes or very beautifully says that in this dramatic performance, it's a drama. If a millionaire is asked to act like Kuchela, we all know who Kuchela is. He enacts the drama of Kuchela, though he knows he's a millionaire. But he acts to the best of his ability. So what Mahaperiyava says is that the divine being, when they took incarnation as mortals in this cosmic drama, they remained themselves, but never did they show that they were not mortals. That is why we call Krishna as Maya Manushya or Kapata Nataka Veshadhari, or Rama. Rama, that's a beautiful word. That word itself is an Advaitic concept. Rama actually denotes two margams. It's a combination of two marga. What are they? Shaivism and Vaishnavism. How is it? Rama is a combination of two aksharas, two divine aksharas. One is the Panchakshara, but the other one is the Saptakshara. Nama Shivaya, Panchakshara. Namo Narayanaya, Saptakshara. The combination of these two mantras is Rama. How? Namo Narayanaya. Ra is the bija mantra of Namo Narayanaya. So Ra from Namo Narayanaya and Ma from Namah Shivaya. Why do you call Ra and Ma as bija mantram? Because if you take out those words, the life, if you take out those letters, the life of the word is gone. For example, in Namo Narayanaya, you take out Ra, it becomes Namo Nayanaya. Similarly, in Namah Shivaya, you take out Ma, it becomes Nashivaya. The whole meaning is gone. So Ra and Ma are the bija mantram of Saptakshara and Panchakshara became Rama. That is why Tyagaraja Swami very famously says, Taraka Nama. Rama, he calls Rama as Taraka Nama. So Rama, when he took the role as a king, when his wife was abducted, he was in deep distress. He acted that role very well, though he knew who he was. Similarly, when his brother Lakshmana fell in the battlefield, he was in deep grief. He was unconsolable. See, he acted like a mortal, but he knew who he was. But we are better actors. By acting our act, we have become the actors, forgetting who we are. That are all from the form of the universal consciousness. We are forgetting that. Now, how do we connect music to this Advaitic concept of universal oneness? Let us start with this. This is Ragam Shankara Bharanam. I played this because we are celebrating Shankara. Nabharanam, I'm just trying to put a musical garland around him. Shankara Abharanam. So, what is the source of music? Silence. What is the source of movement? Stillness. Both are reflection of Shiva, Shankara. Shankara, when he is Dakshinamurti, is still. Shankara is also called Saptaswaran or the Omkaran because from him comes the Nada. Shankara famously tells Parvati, hey Parvati, through my 5 heads, Satyojadam, Pamadevam, Akoram, Tatpurusham and Ishanam, these 5 heads, I have created the 5 elements and the Saptaswara for mankind to enjoy, find their joy, find their happiness and find me. From my head, Satyojadam, I have given the swara Gandhara. From Tatpurusham, I have given Devatam. From Akuram, I have given Shadjam and Rishabham. What is the other one? Parijadam, I have given Panchamam. And Ishanam, I have given Nishadam and Madhyamam. So Sarigama Padani, Shadjam, Rishama, Gandhara, Madhyama, Panchama, Devata, Nishada, all comes from Shiva. Shadjam, that is a beautiful word, Shadjam. Shad means 6, Ja means which gives birth to. Shadja gives birth to the other 6. Meaning Sa, once you fix your Sa in our musical tradition, other 6 notes fall into place. We call it Shruti. And in Shastras, Jnana Slokam of Shadjam, it goes like this. Veena Kwana Shravana Jada Kutugalena Devena Kamari Puna Parirapyamana Pasham Kushanti Takara Arunavabhasham Shadjim Samasta Jananim Anisham Namami Shadjim Samasta Jananim Anisham Namami. Samasta Jananim Anisham Namami. From Sa, from Shadja comes the creation. That is how the Shastra or the traditional Indian music tradition understands Sa as the Big Bang. Shadja is that. So from Sa comes the Saptaswara. Once you fix your Sa as Shruti, I'm sure many of you know, all of you know, who follow Indian music, that Shruti is the base on which the entire edifice of music is built. So once you fix your Sa, any of the 7 notes can be Sa. Sa and Pa are called the Prakriti Swaras, and Rigamadani are called the Vikriti Swaras. Rigamadani have variations also. So in all we have 12 positions, Sapta Swara and 12 positions. So any of these Swara or any of the 12 positions can be Shadja. The moment you fix your Sa, the Rigamadani falls into place. That itself is a perfect example of the Advaitic Tattva. Why do you call it Swara? Swara itself is a beautiful word. The sound of air, as you all know, is that is how wind moves, air moves. For example, when you hear a tire puncture of a car or a motorbike or a cycle or a lorry, first we have an explosion and then we hear the escape of the air. And what is a vara? Sarigama Padani is called Vara Saptaswara. It is called a vara, it is called a boon from the divine. So, the sound of air, because sound comes through air. Music is a sound wave, it comes through air. Air is the carrier of music. So, Swara means a combination of boon and the wind. They both come together as Swara. That is how it reaches us. So, how do we explain this beautiful concept called music? I will sing a song celebrating Nada. Kankalangude Manam Urugude Kankalangude Manam Urugude Nadamana Unni Nanum Ennul Kana Kankalangude. My eyes swell. Manam Urugude. My heart melts. Nadamana Unni. Hey Omkara, hey primordial sound that you are. நானும் என்னுள் காண. To feel you, to experience you, to hear you, to see you throbbing inside me. That Paramananda state. கண்கலங்குதே. Let me narrate a beautiful incident at this juncture. Amir Khan Saab, a great musician, a great Gandharva, a great Nada Yogi, Saraswati Upasaka. He was a Saraswati Upasaka. He had a big Saraswati picture in his house and he used to sing for her. He was performing in Shanmugananda Hall, Bombay, I think early 70s. And I was sitting in this platform, the stage. Shruti was all tuned very well and he was going into a trance. Hearing the Shruti, he just went into a trance. And without his knowledge, the screen was open. I was sitting there, his eyes, he had tears in his eyes, tears rolling down. Full hall, entire audience. And he was oblivious to that audience. But just tears rolling down. And suddenly he woke up, came out of the trance, and he saw the audience. I'm telling you about the Paramananda stage. He just asked, "It's so beautiful, the Shruti. What more am I going to sing? How can I ever match this beautiful sound, Shruti?" So he was in commune with that Nada. நாதமான உன்னை நாளும் என்னுள் காண கண்கலங்குதே. வடிவில்லாத பொருளில்லாத வடிவில்லாத வரையில்லாத ஒளியில்லாத இருளில்லாத வடிவில்லாத, a sound who are beyond the boundaries of form. வரையில்லாத, you are limitless. Look at this beautiful connection between the Advaitic Tattva and music. See, as Kumaresh, I have a form. I have eyes, I have nose, I have ears, I have a form, I have an identity. Kumaresh, this form identifies Kumaresh as a person, as an object. But my Atma has no limit. Kumaresh as an Atma is limitless. It is formless, it is limitless. It has taken this form, that's it. And it expresses through this body. But as a consciousness, the Atma is beyond boundaries. Similarly, music is formless, it is limitless, it is meaningless. வடிவில்லாத பொருளில்லாத ஒளியில்லாத இருளில்லாத. It is beyond light, it is beyond darkness. வடிவில்லாத வரையில்லாத ஒளியில்லாத இருளில்லாத. ஒளியாக sound, அருளாக blessing. நாளும் உன்னை என்னுள் காண கண்கலங்குதே. The power went off. I said ஒளி இல்லாத, ஒளியாக power went off. ஒளியாக அருளாக நாளும் உன்னை என்னுள் காண கண்கலங்குதே. See how much importance we have given to sound in our sound and art in our culture. We say, it is very famously said that Tamil is the language of Manushya. Sanskritam is the language of the Devas. My brother, my Anna Ganesh, he very beautifully says, Kumaresh, you see, Saraswati, she plays the veena. Krishna, he plays the flute. Shiva plays the damaru. Vishnu plays the conch. And all these divine figures, they always play music instruments. You know why? I asked him why. He says they all communicate through the language of music. Swara is their language because they are beyond boundaries, they are beyond region, they are beyond religion. Music is given such a high pedestal in our culture. That is why they play music instruments. Because when you play a musical instrument, when you play music, Sarigama Padani, 7 mantras, those Bija mantras activate the Kundalini energy within. And it has a dance within you when you play music. Neurologists say that when you play a musical instrument, underlying music instrument, there's a party happening in your brain and it activates all your brain cells. Look at the way they have codified our language as well. See, Tamil is a fantastic language. Paraman, it's a beautiful word, Paraman. What does Paraman actually signify? There are 4 stages of speech, Para, Pashyanti, Madhyama, Vaikari. Para is the deep, the core of the consciousness. Para, which directly connects to the para outside, para tattva outside. It's within, that's outside. That para, the person, in Tamil we say, Paratha manasila pathi layichi irukkirathu, meaning the person who feels or who is the consciousness and connected to that para tattva within is called Paraman. They are the divine figures. We call all those divine figures who are connected like that as Paraman. Mahaperiva, Kanchi Acharya, Sringeri Acharya, Ramakrishna ji, Ramana Maharshi, Sheshadri Swami, Swami Shivananda, so many such great divine beings. We call them Paraman. Shiva, Muruga, Rama, Krishna, Saraswati, Kamakshi, all of them. And there's another word called Pamaran. Paramana, Paratta Manasila Paka Marandavan is called Pamaran. The guy who has forgotten to see that consciousness within, like all of us. They are all Pamaran. Paraman becomes Pamaran. See, so beautifully codified. Similarly, there is another word called Kadavul. Kadavul means, Kadavul is the name which we give to God in Tamil. So I am going to do a small twist to this word in Tamil. I can't do that in English. It will have a very different meaning. I won't go there. If I twist the word Kadavul upside down, it becomes Ulkada. Ulla irundu anubavikkirathu. Ulla irundu spurikkirathu. Kadavul, ulla irukku. It is inside, within. There is a famous quote which says, God resides in you and he has exposed you. But what you should do is, you should go dissolve yourself within God and expose him. So, Ulkada, it is inside. In our tradition, art is a reflection of the divine. The Western tradition, art is a reflection of the society. Only in our land, Bharata Desha, we have the right and we have the capacity to talk about Advaita. Because everything we do in our day-to-day life reflects Advaitic Tattva. From the waking up stage to sleeping stage, everything reflects that. So that is why in all our drama, dance, music, folk art, you see all Mahabharata, Ramayana, Shiva Purana, Kanda Purana, Devi Purana, Bhagavatam, everything told as stories in the play that enact, in the drama, in the music, everything. And who are our heroes? Heroes are our Mahaperiva, Adi Shankara, Ramana Maharshi, Raghavendra Swami, Swami Vivekananda, all these divine souls, divine beings, we call them our heroes. That is so, in every walk of our life, the Advaitic Tattva is put inside us so that we are able to realize. We do realize. It's not that we are totally oblivious to it. We realize, because when somebody compliments you, immediately we say it is all God's grace. It is all Guru's grace. I'm just a vehicle. That's what we do. Because we are aware. Somewhere deep inside, we are aware that yes, there's something that is activating all this. We are aware of that Tattva within. Kankalangude உன்னை பலரும் பாடி பலரும் நாடி பலவிதமாய் போற்றி போற்றி உன்னை பலரும் பாடி. Many people have sung in praise of you. பலரும் பலரும் நாடி. Many people have sought you, many people have searched you. This goes equally to music and the divine energy. Equally we are comparing both. உன்னை பலரும் பாடி பலரும் நாடி பலவிதமாய் போற்றி போற்றி. They have celebrated you, this and that, name calling. What they have done? வழியாக மொழியாக பிரித்தாரே. They have divided you as this and that, as system. Take for music, for example, these 7 notes. It's universal. But we have managed to divide it as Carnatic music, Hindustani music, devotional music, Bhava Sangeet, folk art, music with lyrics. Then we have indie pop, film music, then go to Western music, Oriental music, jazz, pop, rock, that, this. So many divisions, but only 7 notes. They are the same world over. Divided. Similarly, divine. We have divided the divine as so many different forms. From Shiva to Vishnu to Rama to Krishna to Devi. Different forms of Devi to Buddha to Allah to Jesus to Mahavira to all that we have divided. But as a truth, what are you? Piriyada. You are beyond division. Serada. You are beyond unison. Onrana. You are one. Palavana. You are many. Piriyada. Serada. Onrana. Palavana. Adiyaga. அந்தமாக நாளும் உன்னை என்னுள் காண. ஆதியாக அந்தமாக. To see you as a source and destination. Inside me, within me, to perceive, to feel the essence of what you are, the throb of what you are inside me, every minute, every second of my living. கண்கலங்குதே மனம் உருகுதே நாதமான உன்னை நாளும் என்னுள் காண. கண்கலம் மனமுருகுலே. So that nada, Pranava Nada, Yajnavalkya says beautifully, Japakoti Guno Dhyana. Dhyana Koti Guno Layaha. Laya Koti Guno Ganam. Ganat Paradaram Nahi. What is Ganam? Reflection of Nadam. See, when I express music as a receiver, there are times when people forget themselves and are in a trance. That is their Advaitic experience. Sometimes when I play music, I am in a state of mind of non-conflict. Meaning, the awareness that I am playing, sometimes it is just not there. Thought of music flows through me into my violin and it just goes. That is the Advaitic expression. Advaitic phenomena is beyond binary. The light, the darkness, the unison and division, the form or the boundaries will be limitless. It's beyond binary. Man, woman, nothing is there. It is just a beautiful state of expression. Beautiful state of expression of oneness. See, in our concept, even there is a fantastic Advaitic journey happening. For example, when I play a raga, I start with Shadjam. Any raga for that matter could be. There are so many ragas. Start with Shadjam. Slowly develop that raga. Go through the Arohanam, Avarohanam, or various phases of the raga. It's like this. We start our life, we are born, we do so many things, but whatever phrases I play is within the discipline of that raga. Similarly, in our life, whatever we do is within the discipline of the society. But then, even in the discipline, we try to express ourselves, be ourselves, find our identity, find our source. But we come from the source, do all that and dissolve back into that source. Similarly, when I play the raga, I do all that, all the different variations possible, everything, and then come back and end in Sa again, dissolve in Sa. In very Advaitic reflection of our life. That is how beautifully our music is codified in the way we play our music also. Now I will play a small ragam or a composition. I will explain what I am doing. Then you will know what it is. There is a song called on Nada by Tyagaraja Swami. It goes like this. Nada tanum anisham Shankaram namami me manasa shirasa nada tanum anisham modakaranvita modaka samaveda saram varam varam nada tanum anisham Satyo Jatadi Panchavatraja Sarigama Padani Swarakshara Sarigama Padani Varasapta Swara Nityalolam Vidalita Kalam Vimala Hridaya Tyagaraja Nada Tanum Anisham. You heard this song. This is in Ragam Chittaranjani, Nishanta Ragam. Meaning, this raga goes only up to me. Sa sa ri ga ma pa de ni da ba ma ge ri sa. Now, I will play the same song on the violin. Okay. And then I will explain what I am trying to tell you. So what I did was play the same song as an instrumental version. So what is that Advaitic concept in this? This Ragam Chittaranjani. Sari Gama Padani Ida Pama Gerisa. Now, Nada Tanum Anisham Shankaram. These are the initial words, the first line of that song. So in this, I take out the word, lyrics. Nada Tanum Anisham Shankaram. If I take out the word, lyrics out of those lines, we still have the swaras. Re, re, ga, ma, pa, ma, pa, ma, ri, ga, ga, ri, ri, ga, ri, da, ri, ri. You still have that? Swaras are there. On the contrary, Nada tanum anisham shankaram. These are the lyrics. I take out the music out of it. Once I take out the swaras from these lines, what remains is just the word. Just the verse, Nada Tanumanisham Shankara. So it is the swara which gives the music, the melody, which becomes a song. So the swara are the primary foundation on which the lyrics are built. The swara is the Advaitic philosophy. Sorry, philosophy is the wrong word to use. Swara is the fundamental, primary platform on which the lyrics is built. Why I said philosophy is not the right word? Because for us, in Indian tradition and culture, philosophy is not the gymnastics of the mind. No. For us, spiritualism is a way of life. So all those great saints, great rishis, great yogis, great acharyas, whatever way of life they have prescribed, they lived that life. They did not preach, they lived it and showed to others what it is. For us, music is a darshana. It is not knowledge, it is an experience. So, Advaita means non-dual. Music also means the same. It is non-dual. It's all a musical, it is one whole experience in which we are all we are all lucky, we are fortunate that we are able to perceive, we are able to perform, we are able to enjoy and experience and express this great art form of Nada Upasana. Carnatic music, that way, you have to be thankful because the word karna atakam, listen to and then enjoy, then express. It's a great tradition. So it was such a pleasure talking to you, sharing with you my experience as an Nada Upasaka of music. And I will conclude this session with a musical performance. Give an elbow. Thank you very much, friends. It was such a pleasure interacting with you. Hope you all had a good time. I had a wonderful time playing for you, sharing my thoughts with you. Thank you very much. I thank Advaita Academy for this wonderful opportunity, and I wish them all the very best. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Komresh Ji, for sharing with us and letting us have a glimpse of this Nada Brahman through your sharing and the music. It's a wonderful experience, and we would definitely like to have you again with us for all our programs. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And we'll continue with the rest.
Thank you.